Brown, black, right here. This one, that one.
How big of a bright brush?
Steve,
Pretty big.
can I throw this? No. Ryan.
This one's huge. Okay, right brush.
Steve,
Yeah, man.
has this been paid yet?
No. Yeah.
Or Karen can send
Okay.
me a video. That won't.
No, I can't.
What?
What are you looking for?
I won't.
Wow, Karen, I see how it is.
I gave him a lot.
Okay, once again, magic shows, not just for the show itself, it's also for speed. Learn how to paint faster.
Large turnout. Look at this. There's no seats.
Help background shows. That's because people need to know how to go faster. Help me go faster. Help me. Okay.
Actually, just send it to me. Just send it to me.
Why?
Because I don't want to do
So
this.
this show, I'll show you guys techniques
I'll
for the
record
hills,
the
but
audio
also
for
like
you,
speed
so
tricks.
that we have the video and the audio. Even though you're getting audio. Let me get the clearer audio.
All right, here we go. So this is a dead white guy. So we're gonna simplify it a little bit, mainly on contrast. Right now, so this is a dead white guy, romantic period paintings. Got the air broke down. Holy Toledo, can't even hear myself. There you go. Okay, romantic period paintings. Also, you go California Impressionism. So California Impressionism, I'm gonna show you how to paint fast. This is a background one here. So we'll start with that background one. The main thing is two basic principles: dark to light and loose to tight. Damn, it's good. Okay, then with this background one, write down all the, no matter what color your sky is or landscape. I mean, it's green mountains, green plus sky.
Yeah, never do purple mountains.
So this is you.
I'm recording.
No one would even think
Alright.
about it.
So anyway, so this is gonna be like bluish kind of over here. So
Neck,
even if it
guys,
was kind of
neck.
purple, it's like grayish, more or less. So green plus gray plus a little bit of that blue in there, cerulean blue. Classic. And I'll test it out.
You thought I was like on my phone.
Here I'm gonna go a little more gray.
I just
So it's
realized.
grayish.
I just realized you thought I was like on my phone.
Andrew, it's quiet time. Okay, so so the mountain comes out here, it comes down, this is the perimeter of this one, it comes in. Okay, when I paint though, gotta make sure that you're using a bright brush, clean edges. So with this, I'm gonna use a smaller brush now, background. Blue, green, gray, small colors. Main thing is for speed is that you want to look like small brush strokes. So write down no large brush strokes when you're painting. Always small brush strokes. And I have the clean edge. So plenty of water. Then I'll come in here. So super clean, put an edge on that thing. So that takes a while. So that part takes a chunk of time. Nice clean edge. So come in here. Boopity boop. And then no fuzzes. So it's like you can do like a crappy brush stroke, got a big one. So I'll come in here like this. Bad brush stroke. One brush stroke, not changing color. It's like icky, but it matters, and I'll change color quite a bit. And with the brush stroke for speed, so you can't do this, not even that long. Terrible. So, but if you go like this, you know, like having a seizure kind of thing, just like little tiny, you get that down, you know, then you get in here, you know, it'll look like it took you a long time, but it really didn't. So if you can get that down, this brush stroke right here, it's kind of magical. It takes a little while. And the further back you go, the more you can exaggerate. So if you come up here, every time you go like down an inch, your brush goes down an inch. Up here, if you go down an inch, go down like 3 inches. So I'm gonna scumble this thing in here. Plenty of water, new paint. You don't have watery paint, just plenty of water on your brush, and it's gonna be good. So this is a base coat for this thing. With that background right there. Tap it in, so if it's on the horizon, so for scale-wise, not on the horizon, let's say here's a horizon right there. I want it down just a smidge. It's like, here's a horizon, you go like this. You go, boop. That's gonna be a big mountain. Then, on the background hills, the bottom portion of this thing, will be pretty much level. You won't really see much of a change in that. Okay, so now this is the base coat. We got multiple colors, got green, brown, black, a little cerulean blue. I'm using that magical little, oh, dang it, what time did I start?
4 minutes ago.
Okay, 4 minutes more. All right. So then cloud cover. So then let this dry, background, and then take the sky color, blue and white. Pretend it's dry already. But it isn't. Yeah, I know. It's a price of magic. So this cloud, see how thick this is right here? You want to get the sense the cloud's here, mountain's here. So after this dries, I would take this thing, watery paint, glaze, and hazy colors of the clouds and whatnot coming through. And I scumble it. So with this technique, I'm using a corner of the brush, up the side, up this side, up this, but corner of it makes a really good pattern onto it. So right now, use the corner of the brush, haze it out, also hide your brush strokes. You can't really tell how you did it. It's like magic. How did I do that? I don't know. That's because it's magic. And I'm gonna do like a cloud, so it hazes it out. Right now it's just green, there's not enough blue in there to make it look like atmospheric perspective, because the paint's still wet, so it's blending together. If I waited, only waited. Dang it, should have waited. Sorry, Catherine.
You can start doing the other or the mountain.
Yeah, right? Okay, that can almost be done for that little hazy background part. So that's done. Next, background hill. She did a good job starting with the basic, the dark values. I'll continue to shape. So right now, first coat, darker first coat, obviously. Also, write down correct shape. So start with a good drawing. So black, brown, burnt umber, raw umber, a little bit of everything. And this is a little high here. Brings down a little bit more. Boop. Clean edge though. So see how clean the edge is. And this is gonna be brown right here. Look at a little brown there. Burnt umber. Grass. You can use some of the brown burnt umber. You can also use raw umber. So right now, in general, raw umber for grass. Because it's a cool color. So you want a cool color here. For the dirt, who made dirt?
God.
God made dirt, but you can paint it. So with this, I'm gonna come down a little bit more. So it's like starts here and comes down. That'll give you a sense of like coming out a little bit more. So all the base coat so far. I'll do up to here. Okay, just so you can see the speed though. So this isn't about hills necessarily, but like speed, like how to paint fast, like you need to get things done. Okay, so the brush strokes I'm doing, like right here is a dark base. That's up here. Smaller coat, comes up a little bit more. And my brush strokes are good, a pro. The reason why they're pro is because they're confident looking. So it's like, my brush strokes are like, I'll show you a little lighter values so you can kind of see it. So brush strokes are kind of like, you know, they come down. Use the right amount of paint. All those are pro. This though, not pro. You can spot it like a million miles away. So don't do this. None of those brush strokes.
Are you trying to mimic me, Steves?
Andrew, I try to work with you. Where did your mom and I go wrong? We try to talk too. Small brush strokes. And you get all crazy. Don't go crazy. Okay, so now I'll do one base coat on the dirt. So the dirt with this big brush, big bright brush, I'll use for coverage. But right now, wherever you use a big bright brush, try to go over it with a small bright brush. Check out the color a little bit. So that's too big of a jump. So with colors, you want to go from like dark, 10% lighter, etc. So I'll come in here, lean edge, a little bit. And you want to avoid these kind of lines. See those snaky lines? Don't do those. So back here, you want to have more sharper edges. So to go from here to here, it's going to be like this. Curve, really tight edges on it. I'll make it look like it goes back in the distance. Okay. So I'll go too dark first. Tap it out. Basically where it's going to be. And then references. Write down, print out your references. It's kind of a duck. Some of you guys aren't doing that quite yet. Okay, then another little trick is to almost put your finger where you are. It'll speed it up. So I'm right here. Let's see it going up. Just establishing the basic values right now. It comes down. Over here I can have some dirt. I'll do that later though. Alright, see I'm blocking it out though. Good brush strokes. Alright, then down here, I'm not gonna do that. That's all yours. Okay, so then that's kind of it for this guy. So this guy retires. Bye, big brush. It was fun. Nice knowing you. Now, I'm gonna go back in here and do some of the green. So the green, right now, yellow and black is classic. Yellow and black. Once you go yellow and black, you don't go back. Now, I'm gonna take a little bit more. Actually, you need to. You need to go back and have lighter colors. So this, use some permanent green. So these colors, you can't really use, you gotta use some of this. Not tons though. Don't get all skittly. What's the Purple Mountains?
Steve, I don't like that color.
Nobody likes this color. It's terrible, except for like a freshman.
It's like cran.
But-
it's like cran green.
But it's gotta get in there. Watch this. So then we do the browns, greens, and write down yellow ochre for a highlight. And the classic to get these colors, a little bit of burnt sienna as well. So the key is to be small brush strokes, teeny tiny brush strokes. It's gotta look like it took you forever. It's like, I'll show you the actual speed it needs to look. This isn't it. Hold on a second. Block this out a little bit more. Okay, so the actual speed this needs to look like it was painted is this. So I'll change my color. I'm gonna milk the kitten a little bit. Come in here, look at the reference, look back down. Nailed it. Oh, that looks good. I love you, Mountain.
Huh.
Okay, so then you take your finger, curve it out a little bit. Okay, so you see, we kind of haze it out. So that's the speed it needs to look like. You don't have to paint that fast though, or slow, I mean. You can speed it up a little bit, scumbling, and once I have one color, to make it look like I change color every 10 brush strokes, I move around. So this is the same, two all the same color. So I'll skip all the way down here to the base, and come down here. So now it looks like I changed colors way more than I really did. Saves times, get your painting done faster. Contrast makes around the darkest area next to the lightest area. So I'll do a tint of that, a little bit more white to it. Come in here, too bright. Even though it's too bright, I don't care, because it's not my project. And I'm gonna skip around up here a little bit with it. Now I know how bright it is, I know where not to put it.
And where to put it.
And so right now, no dry brush. That's key. So the paint is almost like your brush is, pretend like your brush is wet and you wring it out. And you get the regular brush, the paint, it's like fresh, not dried out, but you don't have to add water to the paint. Okay, so let's get in there, close. Okay, then I'll come down here, and here's where that fluorescent green's gonna come in. Down here at the base. Okay, so I'm coming in here, tapping that in there. And like I said, this magicness here is not about mountains necessarily, but it's like how to paint, you know?
In general, yeah.
So you're seeing that, it looks like it took forever, because I'm doing this. I'm spinning the brush. I'm kind of like going in there, I'm spinning the brush. I'm really careful with my edges. I'm using wet paint in quite a bit of it. Those things help you out so much. It's not even funny. Okay, more glazes. What time is it? How long has it been?
13 minutes.
12? Oh, well, I guess almost 13.
Okay, 13 minutes. I've done like part of a hill. So,
Yeah, you've done like half of it almost. Well, with grass, you've done. Yeah.
Okay, then once again, I can't have any dry brush. See that? You can't. No dry brush. If you have any of that, you're like hosed. Okay. Now, that's pretty good for that part. I'll come back in. Still use this brush. Tint to brown, black and white to make a grayish brown for the rocks. When you guys look at rocks and you go, oh, they're brown rocks. You guys make brown like so freaking brown. It's like, why is it so brown? I have no idea. So I come in here, put little highlights on it, and I'll add shadows later. So right now what I'm doing is come around there, scoop it around using the corner of the brush. Small rock over here. Little pebbles over here. Okay. Blur that out. Okay. So now it's like little blobs of paint. So then change that out, then use a round brush, so blobs of light color, and go back in with the shadow or dark of the rock. So I'll come in here,
And a highlight later.
and this light source, it's kind of hard to tell where the light's coming from actually.
Look in the
Oh,
water.
Yeah.
And
Okay, and in here, watch this, dark shadow on this side. Watch this. Here's a like little blob of paint, L shape, and it's a rock, you know, more or less.
highlight actually.
Okay, now blur it out. A little hazy. Blur it out a little bit. Tap that. Whoosh. 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 Okay, you have rocks. So look at that. It looks good. Like this is an A right here. And it took 12 minutes. Then down here on the bottom, 15 now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dirt. Dirt's the same way. Everything's the same.
Except different.
Brush strokes, but different. Dark to light, loose to tight. So here, that's too light. Right down. See how light that is? Way too soon.
Keep the
Robin
color
Williams
though,
joke.
'cause it'll be good later.
So then, come in here. This right here. Okay, if you look at those brush strokes, too dry. See how dry they are? Those suck. So this, too big and too dry. So I'll come in now, I'm gonna go a little bit darker.
I feel like I'm being personally attacked.
Pumpkin, I love you. You're doing fine. Okay, see how small the brush strokes are though? And it'll look like a photograph. You know, if you want to do photorealism, this is how you do it. Like, loose to tight. I haven't blown it yet. So it's like, even if you want to go like, I want more realistic looking. That's not real enough for me. It's like, if you want more realistic, I still do realism like this though. So I start off loose, then I go tighter and tighter. Stevens, this is taking too long. Quiet. It's not taking too long because right now, you're not just learning how to do cliffs. But I'm not doing cliffs. No, you're learning how to get stuff done in 11 days.
Yeah.
But I made a paint. I don't have time for a magic show. The amount you learn on magic shows will save you like hours. Okay, so now I got the basic core done. Yeah, not different kind of core. Okay, I'll go black and green, contrast in here. Use a small round brush. So right here for the contrast, so you always need dark and light. So right now, constantly, no matter what you're painting, if this is medium value, that's a medium value, you gotta separate it. So to separate it, come in here with black and green, and go skinny. I'm gonna go hella black. I'm gonna go hella dark at first, I'll lighten it up. So here, tip of the brush, going straight down, and I'll scumble this, watch how fast this is. So I'm gonna come in here, scumble, we'll go up a little bit, and it'll look too fake. I'll blur it out a little bit, and I'll go back into it with brown.
Mostly blur the bottom though, right?
Yeah, and here, same thing. Okay, so now I got these two little paths that are cut in there. So then I'll take this thing, a little bit brown, sienna, and I'll come in and I'll push that up inside of it a little bit. Tap it, it's kind of a glaze. Boom, boom, boom.
That's a cute little path.
Yeah, I would use the word dwarves. Okay, tint of it. Now I'll do the same thing with rocks down here at the shoreline. So, highlights. Not too bright. It's too bright. So if your contrast is too clear, it doesn't look real. Do some pattern. So my pattern went doop doop doop. So I got rid of the pattern. My bad. Different shapes. Small one there.
Do you think it's worse to have too much contrast or too little?
Andrew.
I'm just asking theoretically.
Dude, too little. It's not even a theory. Okay. You can barely have too much contrast. Okay, so then, in here, I'll do the same thing. So like right here, I'll do the little shape shadows on this. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Smash it. Okay, done. So then that part's done. All of that. So it's like, you know, half of the mountain done. Except for the
Have the
gradation.
mountain done in 20 minutes. That could,
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's really good. That's like,
Change of color. It's this though. That's the key. You gotta do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.